The lake meditation is usually done lying down, but it's fine for today. We can do it sitting up if you wish, or you can also choose to lie down. So just getting into a posture that works for you, a position that is comfortable, that allows you to sit for maybe about 20 minutes. And it's always an option whether you want to close your eyes or just keep them open, or just, just directing your gaze away, maybe looking out the window. Or midway, you can also choose to open your eyes. So it's not like you need to be static, you need to be completely still. You can move a bit, but just moving mindfully. Okay, so when you're ready, just coming to sit or lying down or standing up. And just dropping into the body, feeling the body. Usually the mind is so busy, it's so always caught up in our thoughts, thinking, ruminating. And so the invitation is to really just step into the body and just notice the body, feel the body, be with the body. Allowing yourself to just rest in awareness of the body, feeling the weight of the body, how it's distributed as you sit on the chair or lying down or standing up. The weight of the body on your mat or on the seat. Sensing the legs, feeling your feet, the hips, the lower and upper body, the arms, your shoulders, your head. Feeling the crown of your head. And perhaps imagining there's like a hole at the top of the head. And as you are breathing out, air is just blowing out through like a blowhole at the top of the head. At the in-breath and out-breath, air coming out from a hole at the top of the head. Just as you're breathing in, breathing out, tension, breathing out stress, distress, through that blowhole, that head. And bringing the attention to the breath, using the breath as the anchor. Now, if feeling the breath is difficult, which is always possible, then choosing a part of the body that's grounding for you, that feels steady, perhaps the feet on the floor, or the arms, or just holding an object, or just simply feeling the weight of the body. So there are several options on how to anchor yourself. And if you are sitting up or standing, as best as you can, sitting upright, inviting a sense of dignity to the practice, elegance. A sense of being in the present moment instead of living in the head, lost in the thoughts. And if you're focusing on the breath, it's really bringing awareness, feeling the actual physical sensations of feeling each breath as it comes in and leaves the body. And just letting the breath be just as it is, without needing to regulate it in any way, without needing to take any deep breath if you can. Just allowing it to flow easily, naturally, not trying to control it. Just breathing along with nature, with the breath, its own rhythm and pace. And just knowing that however you're breathing right now, it's fine. The fact that you are still standing or sitting means it's okay. There's nothing for you to do right now except to just be in the moment, allowing a sense of being complete, whole, right in this moment, and just letting your breath be your breath, nothing more, nothing less. Now in this lake foundation meditation, so visualizing a lake, perhaps the most beautiful lake that you might have seen or imagined, maybe surrounded by mountains, maybe in the tropics or maybe in a cold country with snow-capped mountain surrounding a lake. It's the most beautiful lake, perhaps blue color, green color, or just clear water, absolutely clear. So a huge lake, a body of water held by earth. And just noting in the mind's eye as vividly as possible that lake, that beautiful lake, your own personal space. And just feeling like you're just next to the lake and just watching it, viewing it. So visualizing a very still lake. Now as the mind may be wandering, thinking, lost in thoughts, just lost in a bunch of emotions, it's very gently bringing the mind back to this lake that you have in your vision. A lake that's still. As you're breathing in and breathing out, just imagining this still lake, no ripples, completely reflecting the sky, the trees, the mountains. Clear. Now some wind might come along, causing some ripples. So the wind is like our thoughts. Or maybe birds will fly and land on the lake. So there are ripples. The lake moves. But when the bird flies away, the lake remains and goes back to its natural state. And then when night comes, the lake just reflects the moon, the dark sky. Perhaps there are stars over the lake. Moon dances over the lake. But the lake just merely reflects back. So the lake is like the mind. It just reflects back. Even though a windy thought comes along, the lake just merely responds and just reflects back. And just allowing the vastness of the lake to reflect a sense of openness and compassion for yourself. And just the way how the lake is held by the basin of the earth, supported by a solid ground, just like us when we're sitting, supported by a solid ground. So now just allowing the mind to just experience this complete stillness like the lake. No ripples. And each time a thought races through the mind, or feeling some physical sensations like discomfort, or maybe a sense of restlessness, just bringing the mind back to visualizing this lake that's calm and still. And we are like the lake. Just noticing how the lake just comes back to its natural self, regardless the weather patterns, the climate. Reminding us that we are just like the lake and we have the capacity to just be calm and steady if we allow ourselves to, by giving us the space and time. So now just dwelling in the stillness of this moment, sitting in silence, and just allowing the mind and body to just rest in silence, not needing things to be in any particular way, just accepting the feeling if it's strange or boring, mundane, just accepting it for what it is, not judging, not craving, but just sitting and just being. Even if the mind is very crowded with thoughts, congested with ideas, plans, to-do lists, just bringing the mind back then to being still in silence like the lake. And now in closing, I shall read you a poem to reflect on this stillness and silence, like the lake, the qualities of the lake in us. The title of the poem is There in the Stillness by Show You Love. It's a blog. There in the stillness, the whisper of angels' wings. There in the stillness, a place for beggars and kings. There in the stillness, a fluttering of the soul. There in the stillness, someone broken is being made whole. There in the rest, a river of life overflows. There in the rest, a fruitful garden grows. There in the rest, I am anchored and secure. There in the rest is a joy so real and pure. And so now we come to the end of the lake meditation, opening the eyes when you're ready.